here in Burlington at my house, and today we're going to talk to slate roofer Bob Volk. Bob has been working on slate roofs since the 80s.
Up and down, story of my life. I started roofing in 1981, but I didn't start the slate roofing until it was the beginning of 1983, which was down in New Jersey. And I worked for a German slate roofer. He had his master's degree in slate roofing from Germany. Yeah, he taught me, and I've been roofing ever since. I'm gonna attack the roof, and goodbye bad slate. I'm telling you, Eva, it does not look real bad, okay?
Bob has been working on my house since 2007 when I bought it.
So I'll pull that slate out for you, Eva, and show it to you. See, it's supposed to be that long, and the slate, it's just been broken off over the period of time.
My Burlington home was built in 1890, and I've been renovating it for the last 2 years, trying to drag it into the 21st century.
The architecture of these buildings in Burlington are really awesome. I still really care about the buildings and the slate. If it's still in good shape, it really just needs to be repaired. You don't want to come back for the same repair in your lifetime. It's dust. 100 years of dust. It's like that in Burlington. I've noticed that. When I'm taking slates out of the roof, it's much dirtier than if, say, I was in Heinsberg. I think it's because of the traffic. It's such an art, It becomes second nature after, some decades pass by, but I just have always liked natural stuff. Slate, animals. You got a little piece of slate on you. How'd you get that, huh? Hi there. And you can do quite a bit with slate, It's a shame it's somewhat disappearing. I can see the cedar shake under that one. And then this one here has a hole in it right there, and it's broken off on the edge, so I'm gonna have to change that one too. Vermont slate has different qualities, but it can last hundreds of years.
Is that what I have?
Yeah, you have Vermont slate, yeah. And yours is good and hard, so it's good. That's why it's hanging over the edge. It's got a nail driven right in the center here.
What is that tool?
This is called a slate ripper.
A ripper?
Yes, to rip out the nails under the slate. That's what that does. So that's a little trick I thought up, to use the ripper so that the slate will slide over the cedar shake. But yeah, I've worked in all kinds of towns. I used to just be a maniac with roofing. Wow. Just work everywhere. Oh my gosh. I've worked on at least a dozen different churches, mostly Burlington area, so Chittenden. Yeah. I tore off the roof and put a new slate roof on the Isle of Mott Church. But that was an interesting job. So just letting you know, I've kind of worked all over the place. Oh boy, what are you doing? There we go.
Bob, known as Bobby to his friends, had a knee infection that started in 2009 after a knee replacement surgery. Over the next decade, he had multiple surgeries.
Where I had 5 knee replacements in that leg and multiple, maybe about 10 other operations where they would clean it out, but they could never get rid of the infection. So I think it was in the bone.
And through it all, he continued working. I saw him in 2016 when he came to work on my roof.
Yep, I couldn't leave jobs opened up.
Bob was given a choice, remove the leg or risk death. And a month before his scheduled amputation, he did almost die.
All of a sudden, it just started bleeding profusely. Everything stopped, my heart, everything, and they had to use those electric things on me.
And in 2019, 1 month after a near-death experience, Bob's leg was amputated above the knee, and he now wears a prosthetic leg.
My life has changed so much, although I'm still the slate roofer I've always been, but it's changed a lot. I used to be wicked strong, and now my veins are sort of small, and I'm not happy about it, but I'm not going to give up either. I don't like to talk about negative stuff, but I do have a lot of pain. So I work through the pain, and I have to work harder. This leg here is actually pretty strong. My work, once you know how to do something, I just sort of stick with what's good and right, and the speed of my work is extremely slow, unfortunately. But I'm slowly getting better. starting to get a little bit faster. Wow, there's a mess right here.
Bob started building his dream house in the late 80s.
Well, the whole house resembles a tree house. It's made out of cedar and spruce.
He had 2 rooms full of arcade games, a tree house, and a suspension bridge. And of course, an artfully done slate roof.
But then I had the issue with my leg after that. I didn't quite finish it, but it was mostly finished.
And when he sold it in 2021, the house went viral on sites like Zillow Gone Wild.
Could be a turkey buzzard, right? Like a vulture. Wow. I'm in Waterville, the famous Waterville. No, I'm not going to be retiring. It's definitely not going to happen. Not unless I can't work anymore. I'm just very thankful for every day I get. You know, I just want to treat people really well, take care of their leaks for them, and just keep going. That's it. I am who I am, so I'm a little bit more easygoing now. Do you remember how I was before? Just discovering life, really, like, really what's important, you know? I mean, people are important, family's important, staying alive is important. I mean, I just feel like I'm more easygoing now. I mean, yeah, I got to get work done, but I kind of know what's really important now, you know?
Thank you, Bob, for fixing my roof, and we will get stuck in Vermont with you again real soon. And for those of you who are wondering, yes, my house has basically been under constant renovation for the past 2 summers. When will it be done? Probably never.
You're an interesting cat, you know that? He seems it. I was thinking that.